no worries. Mom brain, pregnancy brain, all the brain happens. But I told her that our team is not used to starting anything on time because I'm literally never on time. So late.
That makes me feel better. And also, like, I had full intention of finishing getting ready for you guys. So half of my hair is straightened and the other half is not. And I was just like, whatever, here we go.
I love it. It's beautiful. We are all friends here.
Exactly.
Love it. So I'm going to hit record.
Oh, I think since it's my link. Yeah, I already pressed record, so we're good.
Perfect. Okay. I'm going to let Caroline kind of take it away and facilitate. Is Christy?
She's hopping on. She said she'd be on in just a second. So she was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So while our special guest is hopping on from far, far away, Caroline and I thought that we would kind of introduce, because my team knows me and her team knows her, and a lot of my team probably knows her because we all look up to you guys so much. But also just we're going to share our stories a little bit before we get into this. Super excited about this collaboration. Not going to lie, when Caroline reached out to me not too long ago, it was a huge, huge answered prayer. Just because I feel like sometimes in this business, not everybody stands firm on the foundation of faith, and to be able to collaborate with a whole team that is the foundation standing on. And then the fact that we've I don't even know how we came up with this idea. But I just feel like it was a God thing. So our team is in what we call first quarter Olympics right now. It's been fun. It's very competitive. There are prizes and that kind of thing. But we wanted to do a second quarter Olympics. So that is what this call is all about. We are collaborating as teams, second quarter Olympics. But instead of prizes and stuff like that for ourselves, which there still will be, it's still going to be fun. But we just wanted to kind of reach deep down into the heart of our teams and kind of see where we could make potentially a global, I guess, or an international impact and give back to something that is so much bigger than us. So I'm really excited about collaborating. And Caroline, if you want to take it away and just kind of tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. So hello. For those of you who I don't know, my name is Caroline Foster. I run an Instagram and a faith and fitness business called Fit for His Glory. And so you can find me there. But I have been a coach now for almost 6 years, which is just kind of crazy. I can't believe I've been here that long. So 6 years in April. I just recently went full-time as a Beachbody coach, like last week. So this is like my first full week as a coach full-time, but it's been incredible already. So excited. I live right outside of Nashville, Tennessee. I'm a wife and a mom of 2. So I have a 5-month-old. So I'm in my postpartum journey. So just a few months ahead of Heather. Yeah, so we are so excited about tonight. I'll talk more about everything in my heart for this project specifically. But, it's funny because Heather said, it's a total God thing. And I've been working with a purpose partner for the past few years that is just incredible. But I'm in a place where I'm just really trying to grow my business, and I'm the type of person that needs to be around someone who's like running too, and we can really sharpen each other in that sense. And I think that's really important in a purpose partner, is finding somebody where you make each other better, right? Like you both bring things to the table that are different and really like push each other forward. And so after we had our call a few months ago with Heather, she was on our team call and I got to be with you guys on your team call. I just thought like, this would be great for us to come together. Okay. Sorry guys. My daughter's like, Corbin's doing something. I don't know what she's saying. So anyways, whenever I just like was praying, like, Lord, like what direction am I supposed to be taking this business, and what am I doing? And, just trying to figure things out, because for so long, my big why had been like, I want to make this business my full-time job. So now that that's happened, it's like, okay, what's this next thing that moves me forward, right? It makes me show up every day. Because that's just something that's really important to me, is that big why. And so God just placed Heather on my life, in my heart. I mean, and I reached out to her and was like, hey, is this even something you'd be interested in? So on our first call, we came up with this idea, and we're going to roll out to you guys tonight. And I'm really excited. So Heather, you want to introduce yourself?
I will. And it's crazy because my team, I don't know if they remember it or not, but I told you, it was funny because that day on our team page, like before Caroline reached out to me, I had posted for you guys to find somebody, like, we had called them success partners, but I had challenged all of you. There was this like YouTube video that I had listened to for personal development on my team. And I was like, you really are kind of the sum of who you surround yourself with. So you need to make sure that you are like iron sharpening iron, and just having that positive influence in your life. And I remember posting it for my team, and it was one of those things like, do what I say, not what I do kind of thing. I tell my child and my students that. But I just remember kind of my heart that day. I'm like, okay, well, I'm challenging my girls to do that, but I really haven't done that myself. And I'm kind of guilty of leading lonely sometimes. And when she reached out, I was like, it was literally like, I'm not even kidding. I could screenshot it. It was like minutes after I posted that in the team page. So anyway, sometimes God sends signs and you just know. So
Yes, exactly.
But a little bit about me. I'm here at work. So I am a teacher. I'm a full-time professor at the University of Alabama. I teach in the management college. I teach business communication. So pretty much I teach kids how to build their resumes, interview, write emails. They have a test on Wednesday, writing an email. And then just communication in general. So that's fun. That's my day job. I am a wife. My husband is an accountant, and mom. My daughter's 7, and then a daughter on the way. I was hoping, Caroline said our postpartum journeys, we're going to be on that together soon. I'm like hoping it starts tonight, but I was having contractions earlier. I popped in on the team page and I was like on an exercise ball. They've disappeared. It's fine. It's fine. Soon enough, because I'm 37 weeks, so she'll be here within the next 3 weeks. But I'm really excited about this. I've been coaching exactly 2 years. So actually today on my Facebook timeline was my coming out post from 2 years ago. And so it was a hot mess. I like hashtagged 88 AM session and Beachbody and all the things that you probably shouldn't do. But what I did do is I shared my heart, and I never stopped sharing after that every single day. So 2 years I've been a coach, and I didn't want to be a coach. I found, I guess, this through miscarriage and infertility and loss, and that's a lot of my story. So just to watch God and just to give him all the glory through this whole thing, this whole journey. I think sometimes you pray for one thing and then God gives you something else. And I truly do feel like that Beachbody and my team and just this community and how collaborative and supportive it is, it's completely transformed, God transformed my life, obviously, but this has been another thing that has just been such a blessing and a gift. So that's kind of my story in a nutshell. And I went from not wanting to do this at all to knowing that this was a passion and purpose that I couldn't not do. So sharing this just fearlessly. I know our team is faith over fear, and I love that you guys are fit for his glory. So glorifying God in what we do and having that purpose. But I just knew at some point that this was something that fearlessly I needed to do. And so hopefully we can kind of come together for his glory fearlessly, and to make a huge impact and difference, and also to move our businesses forward. The timing of this is not coincidental. It's strategic that the timing for the second quarter Olympics is really what's going to lead us into Summit. So we're starting the March 24th with the second quarter Olympics. And will run through really April 30th, because April 30th is the last opportunity you have to go into qualification for summit recognition. And so while this is going to be fun and giving back, there's also a business purpose to this. So we're going to show you guys kind of after we get into the heart of the ministry and what we're doing, we're going to break down kind of the logistics of all of this and the business building activities that we have planned to help all of you guys in a very encouraging and collaborative way to continue to move your businesses forward. So.
Perfect. I think Christy might be on, and I'm going to see if she said she thinks she can hear us, but I don't know if we can see her yet. Let's see. Oh, I can see her. There she is. Hey, Christy.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Perfect. I love it. Okay, before we dive in though to kind of the Dominican and everything we're going to talk about with everything, Heather, do you want to quickly, just before we dive into everything with Christy, do you want to kind of explain like what this all is, like for the people who are listening? They're like, what is the second quarter Olympics and what are we doing?
Yeah. So our team is actually in one right now. With my upline is Emily Favre, and Jamie Ennis and Emily got together and we're doing one for the first quarter. Really for that one, I think you had to be Emerald and hit Success Club to get in. So it was kind of an earned thing. It was a paid thing. So you pay to get in, there's a pot, and at the end there's a winning team and you divide it out. Ours is a little bit different than that. So second quarter Olympics is, like I said, starting the 24th of March, and it will run from March 24th until April 30th, and then we'll continue through qualification to June 4th. But what it is we're going to be split up into teams. So all of you guys will, there is a buy-in, but there is not going to be a rank or Success Club requirement, just because this is more of a giving back type thing. We want, the only requirement to be a part of this is 50 PV. So essentially, to be an active coach, you can be a part of this second quarter Olympics. Obviously, we want you to have a desire in your heart to give back and a desire in your heart to move your business forward, because we're going to put you on teams based on, and we'll divide it up evenly. We want the teams to be, like kind of half and half, my team and Caroline's team, and different ranks and levels and that kind of thing. So the teams are going to be very diverse. But what we don't want to happen is to have, 5, 6, 7 people on a team and then 2 people just not do anything with their team or something like that. So we want everybody to have a desire to participate in the teams, but it will just, it's coming together. We're going to have daily, weekly, essentially business activities for points and that kind of thing. So each team will earn points for activities like power hours and call to actions. And it's not, the goal of this group is not to give you additional work. The goal is accountability for the work you should already be doing. And also, I know in the Olympics that we're doing now, it's just been really cool to see, like, Jamie and her team. Jamie Ennis has a completely different style than Emily's team. And I think sometimes, like, we hear the same thing over and over and over. I don't know if you guys watched the National Wake Up Call today. It was amazing. But I think sometimes we hear things from our own coaches and our own teams over and over and over. And it's like with your own kids, like it doesn't click and the light bulb doesn't go off until maybe you hear it from somebody else. So just collaborating. We're going to host power hours. We're going to do 2 per week. We're going to do different times of the day. So if you can hop on in the day and that's a good time for you, then that's great. And if it's nighttime is better, we're going to have options for everybody. So we're going to do power hours. Those are going to be diverse because different people host them all the time. So Caroline's team already does this weekly, which is super cool. Our team doesn't do together power hours, but we're going to start. So we're going to host them weekly as well. So really just coming together, collaborating, healthy competition for a cause, and business activities that you should be already doing, or maybe activities that you're not doing right now that maybe push you outside of your comfort zone a little bit or challenge you too. So it's been, the first quarter Olympics one has been really fun. And so we hope to just kind of do the same thing with the cause aspect of it as well.
Perfect. Yeah. So like Heather said, I'm really excited. So obviously we're going to have a $20 buy-in for everybody who wants to participate in this. So you'll set a goal as well of rank, or, you know, a goal that you have that you want to hit by the end of this. And what Heather and I have decided to do, and we will kind of roll this out for you guys a little more formally in words to kind of explain it. But what we're going to do is, if, you know, 25% of you hit your goal, we're going to match 25% of however much was put into the pot. If 50% of you hit the goal, then we'll match 50%. If 75%, then we'll match that. 100%, we'll match that. All of the money is going back into a place that's very, very special to me. So I'm going to introduce you guys now to Christy. Christy has literally been one of my very, very best friends since, like, I don't know, like 5th grade, 8th grade, 8th grade. Yeah. Yeah, it was 8th grade. I remember now. Since 8th grade, we met at church, and Christy is now a missionary in the Dominican Republic. We actually went on, the first time she went to the Dominican Republic, I was with her. We were on a mission trip our sophomore year of college, sophomore, junior year maybe. We went to the Dominican Republic to a very small town called La Represa, and Christy will kind of talk more about that in just a second. But we helped build a school. And then the next year we went back, and then Christy fell in love with it. I loved it too, but she really loved it. And so she went there and lived for a while, and then met her husband, and now she's a full-time missionary in the Dominican Republic. So Christy, I'm going to let you take it away, if you don't mind, just kind of sharing about like who you are, what you do there, and a little bit about the community. And then we can kind of I'll dive into, you know, some of the opportunities we have there, that the winning team will get to choose what kind of direction they want the money to go in, based on some of the different opportunities there are to serve there. And yeah, so really excited. Christy, take it away.
Okay, so I'm Christy. There's so many different things that I could talk about. So I've lived here, we've been married for almost 2 years. That's my husband, Alejandro. Let me see if I can move my thing. Say hi. He's probably making juice right now because that's what he loves to do. So we've been married 2 years. Before that, I lived here for 3.5 years, and then I lived in the States again, in Tennessee again for a year. So I am the director of a children's ministry here, and it is more than a children's ministry, but that's what we call it, because we work with the kids. We teach them. We have a Bible program that we do with the kids through the school, which is kindergarten through 6th grade. So we do a Bible program in the school. We do different teacher appreciation activities. We do different family-based activities, family worship nights, special parent activities where we do giveaways or have some kind of food or something. Basically, La Represa is just the most amazing community, like Caroline said, but it is really poor. It's one of the poorest communities I've ever been to. I've seen poor, but it's definitely a very poor community. Some families don't have beds. They sleep on dirt floors. There are different kind of ranges. There are some families that have more money. There are some families that have less money, but we see it all in the school system. So there are about 200 kids that we work with on a weekly basis, and all of their families, which obviously is a lot of people. But we do different things where we serve in the community as a whole. It's a really, all the families are kind of connected. So like my husband, Alejandro, he has multiple cousins that all live in the area. And every kid, every family's like that. It's aunts and uncles and grandparents, and just everybody lives close together, very, very tight knit. And they depend on each other.
Hey, Christy, you're breaking up a little bit.
We've been able to really was
Okay, you broke up for a little bit.
okay.
Oh, I think you're back now.
Hopefully. I'll try to
Come
talk
on,
to you.
Dominican Republic internet.
Good. It's been a little rainy this afternoon, so you just never know. So, gosh, what was the last thing I said? So really, our mission and what we do on a daily basis is just coming alongside the families and encouraging them, and always having that foundation of the gospel, and everything that we do, pointing it back to the gospel. And why do we do this? Because Jesus has loved us, and we want to share that with you. Everything that we do on a weekly basis is funded by sponsors through an organization called SCORE International. And so sponsors pay $40 a month to sponsor the program. And then as they sponsor the program, they can get connected with a kid, just like you would see with Compassion and World Vision, those types of organizations. You get a kid. But what I love about it is that those are the kids that I work with on a daily basis. So you're not just getting a random child in some faraway community. Those are the kids that, I take selfies with, and I'm teaching about the Bible on a weekly basis. And so I love them, and they're so near and dear to my heart. But it's really cool because the sponsorship doesn't just impact the kids who are sponsored. Because like I said, we have 200 kids that we work with, but only 70 of those kids are actually connected with a sponsor. So we have another 130 that aren't connected with sponsors, but they still benefit from the same things. The only difference is that they're not getting regular communication with a sponsor and something like that. So we don't get gifts and things, the extra stuff, but they still benefit from, they're still hearing the gospel weekly. They still get special snacks and treats and do all the activities, and their families still benefit if we do something, for the community as a whole. So it's really so rewarding. I can't believe I am where I am today. I'm the most homebody, want to stay as close to my family as possible person. And it's been cool to see how God has changed the ministry in Laura Pressa since that trip. That was like 10 years ago. And changed ministry here and made it where me and Alejandro are serving here together now. And there's so much. He's in charge of a baseball ministry. It's one ministry. It's all funded by the same thing, but I always forget about the baseball part because I'm not that athletic. So as much as it's a huge part of my life, it's not what I do on a daily basis. But so he works with all youth guys from, there's now kindergarten on his team. So kindergarten through high school that he works with. He has about 45 guys that go and practice every day, and he does a devotion with them, and he teaches baseball, whatever baseball players do. So that's another huge part of the ministry. But it's really cool to see just what we get to do on a daily basis, and just what God's doing here, and the impact that it has on different families, and getting to see the growth in people's lives from that first trip 10 years ago to now, and getting to watch the kids grow up and know that they're loved, and it's not just loved by me or Alejandro or the Americans that come here on mission trips, but they're loved by God. And we've just been really intentional this year about being really gospel driven, that everything points back to Jesus, and it's not about what we can do. It's not about how good we are, or who we are, or where we came from, or where we live, but it's really just ultimately about how much God loves us and what He did to save us. And so we've been really, I know that seems like it's that focus, but we've been really, really intentional teaching the gospel in a really clear to understand way, because we feel like it's something that's kind of so well understood here. It's a very Christian culture, but the number of people that actually have a relationship with Christ is so small. And so really focusing on what it means to have a relationship with Christ. And then that's why we do what we do, because we have a relationship with Christ, and we know how much He loves us, and He's given us all these blessings that we can share with you. So that's the gist of that. Did I miss anything, Carolyn?
No, that's great. That's awesome. So I love it. And I just love Christy's heart. And you can hear just how she talks about how passionate she is about the town and Laura Pressa. So Christy, do you just want to share quickly, and then we'll let you go, because I know it's super late there. But just really quickly, kind of, again, like Heather and I mentioned, the winning team will be able to choose which exact cause within Laura Pressa the money's going to go towards. So do you just want to talk about the three options we had kind of talked about, or four, maybe it was, I can't remember now, but
I can only think of two at the moment.
Okay, maybe it was two. Sorry. Oh, we're losing you again.
My internet, so that lets. We should come back.
Okay, there you are.
Okay, so I know that the two big ones that we talked about, and I mean, honestly, we talked about things that, you know, this community needs, and there's so many things that we can do to show God's love, and so many things that we can do to pour into this community. Because I wish I could tell you right now, it's the prettiest community ever, but there's definitely a need for spiritual, I should say a word in Spanish, spiritual growth, and just so many economic needs. So the one thing that we talked about was everybody needs food here. We have done things before on a small level, but we talked about kind of depending on the amount of money that's actually raised, trying to do a larger scale, like giving food, like a food drive, giving food to per family in the community. So it would be rice, beans, oil, sugar, all like their basic cooking supplies, which that pretty much covers it, salt. Those are like the main things that every family needs to create some kind of a meal. Their biggest meal of the day is lunch, and they usually have rice and beans for lunch. So that's why we usually give that, because that's something that they'll for sure all use. So that is one option. So that would be kind of trying to reach as many families as possible, depending on how much money is raised. The second one is school supplies, but not for the kids that we work with, because we give them school supplies already and they benefit so much. But the high school, it's actually 7th through 12th grade is high school here. So it would be school supplies for them. I know that the Olympics, I can't think of the exact name of it, but I know that what you're doing is any kind of around summertime. So it would be kind of getting those school supplies for the high school students to get them ready for their next school year. Because something as simple as school supplies, which honestly isn't that expensive, is sometimes hard for people here to afford, because if they can barely get food on their table, how are they going to pay for a notebook and pencils and pens? And honestly, that's basically all that they use here, because that's all they need. They don't get all the huge school supply list here. It's just kind of basics what they need. So we do that for the kids that we work with, but because of our limited budget, it would be an opportunity for y'all to do that for the high school families, which is another, I believe the high school has now like 250 kids. So it would be a pretty large group of kids. So a matter of giving notebooks, pens, pencils, probably erasers, pencil sharpeners, things like that to those kids. So both of them are awesome ways to invest in families. And Caroline, what am I forgetting?
No, that's it. That's it.
Okay,
that's
just those.
Yeah, that's the two that we kind of landed on. We were going to kind of choose between.
Yeah. So those are those. I mean, any questions that you'll have about that, you guys can let me know. For Caroline, you can forward questions on to me. I can send pictures if y'all want to see pictures of anything.
Pictures and all that would be awesome, I think.
Right. Okay. I'll definitely work on that. I'll send all the pictures, because I just love everybody so much. Really, the community is amazing. And like Caroline said, I mean, it's kind of impossible. I've met one person who came and did not enjoy himself here, because it's just the most amazing community ever. And it's just because the people are so kind and so loving and so welcoming. And I'm really thankful I get to experience it all the time, but I also love getting to kind of invite other people in and seeing other people experience that too. So we're also talking about
Christy thinks that we should do a mission trip there
for
all of our teams, and we should teach some fitness classes, and we can do ministry and share Jesus with women.
100%. I'm not even kidding. We're in the works. That's in the works. We're working on it. Because really, I'm all about getting as many people here as possible, not because like it's not a business for me. It's like something that I love, and I love getting to see the people here love on other people. And I think just watching people invest in my people and just loving them. And I think that's something that would be so cool. We've done small, a small fitness type thing in the past. I think somebody led like a Zumba class one day, and somebody else did basic exercises with some of the ladies, but they love it. So I would love to see y'all here. You're invited anytime.
And maybe for now, just a big Zoom workout even. Like
literally, I mean, exercising is just such a foreign concept for me, because I'm not that person. But here it's like they just don't know many, just like basic exercises and basic anything. Like their idea of exercising is they just walk, which is good, but they just walk. So
that's what I feel like. Maybe that should be another thing with the winning team, or like at the end, if we reach a certain percentage goal, like we should do a Zoom workout, and then we can talk about our team retreats being mission trips in the future.
That would be amazing. I'm not even kidding. I saw, this is totally not like a team call subject, but I saw a team to do that one time. They like helped go and like do something in Costa Rica or somewhere. And I was like, that's so cool. I want to do that. So anyways, but well, thank you so much for Christy for being on, and we're so stinking excited. So yeah, if you can share some photos, that'd be awesome. Cause I think just like visually, it would be cool for all the ladies to be able to see, and we can post it. We're going to talk more about it in just a second, but we do have a Facebook page specifically for this, so we can post some photos there. It's just, I think that'd be great, like visual motivation, just to get everyone excited.
Yeah, I'll try to share kind of like a variety of different things of some of the school, basic community houses, things like that, so you can just kind of get a broad picture of it. And if you think of anything that you would like to see a picture of, let me know and I can get it another day and send it to you. But I'm excited. Thank you all for investing in it. I know that you guys haven't necessarily decided what, obviously at the end you'll decide what it's going to help, and that's super fun. But like I said, any questions that you have or comments or ideas, let me know. I'm really excited and just grateful for y'all for thinking of us.
Yes, thank you so much. Anybody have any questions for Christy before she hops off? Okay, I'm going to really quickly, just before Christy hops off, if it's cool, just pray for her and her ministry there, and then you can go and we'll dive into like the specifics if we have anything else really to go over. So, Heavenly Father, God, thank you so much for Christy, God. Thank you for these incredible women who are on tonight, God. I'm so excited to see how you're going to use this, the second quarter Olympics, God. Yes, we're setting goals in our business and we want to work hard, but God, being able to give to something so special and so cool, Lord, and to be able to literally talk to the person who's going to be able to go and be the hands and feet in delivering all of that, God, is just so cool. And so I just pray over Christy and Alejandro, God, and their ministry in the Dominican Republic, God, and what you've called them to, Lord. I know it's not comfortable. I know it's not easy, but God, I thank you for just their servants' hearts and giving and literally pretty much giving up their lives to come and serve you, God. And so, Lord, thank you so much for them and what they mean. And I just pray just blessings over the ministry there and what you're doing, that you would just be at work, and that people would just come to know you through their work, God. And it's in your precious and holy name we pray. Amen. Thanks, Christy.
Amen.
We love you.
Thank you. Good night. Y'all have a great rest of your chat.
Bye, Christy.
Bye.
So exciting. Do you want me to share my screen and kind of share get down into the details?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay.
I will, let's see. Yeah, I think you can, there we go.
Oh, hold on. Go away, messages. Okay.
I know.
Let's see. So this is the page. We will both in our team pages announce this stuff. This is probably what we'll both just kind of copy and paste from here. But to sign up, like I said, it begins March, I think I said 24th, but it's the 23rd, whatever that Monday is. March 23rd, the deadline to register will be the week before, March 16th, just because there is that buy-in involved and we need to make sure that everybody's taken care of and gotten that by that date. So like we said, this is for coaches looking to grow their business, rank advance by summit, and give back to a worthy cause through collaboration, daily action, healthy competition, and community. To join, you must be an active coach with 50 PV. You need to send $20 via friends and family to this email address, Faith Over Fear Fit Fam. I actually set that up just for this, so that is completely outside of anything else. It is just for this. It'll essentially just be a holding place for all of the funds, and then we will provide that to the ministry. And then this form right here, you will want to complete this. And I'm going to pull this up really quick. You'll need to put your full name as it appears on Facebook, because that's where you're requesting to be a part of this group. So make sure it's your Facebook name. Like if you have one of those Facebook names where it's like you and your spouse and your last name or whatever, your name is different on Facebook, make sure you put your Facebook name on here, your PayPal email address, not your Beachbody Coach office email address. This needs to be your PayPal email address. Your paid rank, I just put as of 3/12 because that's the Thursday before the deadline. So your paid rank as well as your highest achieved lifetime rank, because the goal of this group is to advance beyond your highest lifetime rank. So if you're diamond, lifetime diamond, you want to go 1-star, or if you're emerald, you want to try to go diamond or whatever, or if you're diamond that's fallen to emerald, let's get that diamond back and that kind of thing. And some of the points are based on the rank achievements. So we need to know both of those. So paid rank and also your lifetime rank. Also upline coach, just choose Caroline or I, and then confirm that you've sent your money. Friends and family, if you don't send it via friends and family, PayPal takes a portion of that. And so we want all of the money to come friends and family. So all of your donations and proceeds go directly to the ministry. And if you didn't catch that, it was SCORE International in La Represa, I think is what it is. And so Christy's going to send pictures and stuff like that. But I looked it up online and it seems super cool. I love the whole mission of SCORE and all of that. And let's see, and then are you active with at least 50 PB? So that's all you need to do to sign up, is send your money, fill out this form, and request to join the Facebook page. And Caroline and I both will post that in our team pages. I do want to kind of show you guys, so we've already got the points thing pinned out. And so the kind of actions, just so you can get an idea what this is, like I said, not trying to create more work for you. If you guys are in our first quarter Olympics, it looks very similar, except there have been some things in first quarter Olympics that have been kind of confusing. So we're eliminating confusion, and we added some things that we felt like would bring our businesses forward. So craft a post and call to action on your social media timeline. We should all be doing that every day. So that is something that you earn points for. Watching the National Wake Up Call, a call to action story of you talking on your stories. I feel like sometimes we're intimidated to talk, and so getting people to talk and getting other people to hear your heart and get to know you. Your upline team call live. The points for that is live, because if you've ever been on a call live versus watching the recording, there's just something magical about being on a live call and a part of the community. So there's that. We'll have pop-up tasks throughout the week in the group, maybe 1 or 2 per week. So you can earn points for that. Recruiting a new coach and having one of your personally sponsored coaches advance to Emerald is points as well. And so those are earned each week, and each team on Sunday night will submit their points for the week, and then we'll kind of let you guys know where the teams fall and all that, and it'll be fun and friendly and all the things. And then at the end of the group, there's some end of group points, hosting a sneak peek, or I think Caroline's team maybe calls it a coach workshop. You can host as many of those as you would like. I think my goal usually is at least 1 per month, if not 2. So coach sneak peeks, hitting Success Club in April. So we are going to start at the end of March. But in April is when the Success Club will count. If you hit Success Club, it'll be Success Club 5, and then how many points you have above 5. So whatever your Success Club is, that will be a part of your team points. And then the big one is going to be new personal lifetime rank advancement. And so you would start qualification and then hold that out for the 6 weeks until June 4th. So those would be kind of the point categories. And then there's a tracker. You would keep up with your own. I know right now in the first quarter Olympics, this is a personal tracker. And then one person at the end kind of submits the weekly totals and the team total. Our team actually turned this into a Google form. And so we've been all, instead of one person having to keep up with it, we kind of all just go in there and put in our points for the week. So we're not trying to create additional work. We just want it to be business building activities, fun, collaborative, faith-based, uplifting, positive environment. And of course, giving back to the cause. And I love both of them. I feel like, they're both so worthy and tied to what we do. So impacting families and children and all of that. Hold on. Stop commenting. Okay. So really that's the only other thing we don't have on here is the power hours. And like I mentioned, our goal is Caroline's team already runs them in their various times of day. So our team will just take another day the same week, kind of opposite time. So if Fit for His Glory is doing a power hour in the morning or afternoon, we'll take the evening for those of you that work full time and things like that. So there will be multiple power hour opportunities, and you can just power hour your heart out and do all of them, or you can choose the one that works in your schedule. So I think that's really we've talked about, we want to keep some element of surprise. We've talked about, the winning team, or even just possibly like, the next time we'll all be together is Summit. So obviously the group doesn't officially end until that June 4th date, because so those end of group points you can't do until June 4th. But we've even talked about, maybe something as a prize or incentive for the winning team at Summit, or getting together as a team somehow, because like she mentioned, I hope this is just the starting collaboration of both of our teams together. So more things coming, and I'm sure we'll come up with other things too, but just really excited for this whole opportunity.
Are y'all pumped? Is everybody excited about this? Okay, I hope so. Heather's worked her little booty off getting this little Facebook page set up, because she's like, I might have this baby soon. So
yeah, people keep reminding me, they're like, you have this thing like happening in March, and I'm like, it's fine. Like,
it's fine, guys.
But I'm really excited.
Questions from anybody? I know it's a lot and there's a lot of moving pieces, but I think once you get in there and you fill it out and all that good stuff, everything's going to make sense. Love it. Yes, me too. Anybody?
All right. Well, I guess it doesn't look like anybody has any more questions. I guess next step is we will post this in both of our team pages. And when you are ready, you're in, you can go ahead and send the $20 and fill out that Google form and request to join the Facebook group, and we will approve a request, probably in waves. We'll approve the request. Words are hard, you guys. We'll approve those based on when we receive the payment and all of that. So we will post those in our team pages, and this is a whole downline wide thing, I know, for my team. And so get your people on this. I know with us, with first quarter Olympics or certain things, I feel like this is an opportunity for a lot of people just to kind of be a part of the culture of our teams. Maybe if you even have people that have coached or fallen off the coaching wagon, and you feel like maybe they need to be reignited in their motivation and spirit, reach out to your friends on the team and reach out to your people and your downline and just really encourage them to kind of join us for this cause. So I think it's a really cool opportunity for just collaboration and community and giving back. I love what this ministry stands for. So, all right.
Do y'all care if I take a picture real quick? Because I'm like, yeah. We usually take a picture at the end of our team call, because let's be real, half the time I'm like,
your team is probably used to it, but my team, I tried it with my team, but I told you I was the most awkward prayer person ever. So if you want to take a picture, and do you mind praying us out?
Absolutely, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna take a photo real quick. So everybody smile. 1, 2, 3, and I'll post it I'll send it to Heather, and y'all can get it too. Okay, let's pray really quick. Heavenly Father, God, I'm so stinking excited, Lord, just about this second quarter Olympics. God, I pray that you would just get our hearts excited about what you're doing, Lord. How cool is it that we get to be a light in a secular company like Beachbody, God? I just thank you so much for this opportunity. I pray that we would never forget the responsibility that we have here. God, if we question our calling, would we just know that like you placed us here for a reason? And even when it's hard and even when it doesn't make sense, Lord, just help us to be bold and brave and pushing over those barriers. And Lord, just it's so cool that fitness is our witness. And so, God, I pray that you would use us in incredible ways. Give these women the eyes to see the people they're supposed to help. Give them the eyes to see the women that they're supposed to recruit and talk to this week and build connection and community with, God. I pray that you would just use us in incredible ways, not just within fitness, not just within Beachbody, but just in our communities, God. And Lord, we just love you so much. God, use this just to ignite a fire in us and to be able to serve and love our families as well, God. Lord, we love you so much, and I pray just safety and good health and all the blessings over these women this week. It's in your name we pray. Amen. Y'all have an incredible week. Thanks so much for being on, and see you guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you all. I'm so excited.
Me too.